So athletes will perform the movement together,
2, 1.
making sure that when full extensions hit at the top of the movement, that both athletes hit the movement at the same time before the kettlebell can be brought down and the next rep begins. In the goblet squat, athletes must also perform the movement together, and the movement must be again synchronized at the top. Athletes must show full extension at the top of the movement before descending together into the next rep. In the down up, athletes must perform the movement together. Synchronization must happen at the top of the rep. Both athletes showing full extension at the top of the movement and showing control before descending into the next rep. The bottom of the rep does not need to be synchronized, only at the top. For the hang squat clean, athletes will start by picking the bar up at full extension above the knee, performing the hang squat cleans together, but making sure synchronization happens at the top, full extensions hit before the next rep begins. In the Russian kettlebell swing, the athlete needs to make sure that the arms remain fully extended throughout the entire movement. At the top of the rep, the kettlebell must pass above shoulder height and must come back below the waist for the start of the next rep. In the Russian swing, if the kettlebell doesn't pass above shoulder height at the top of the rep, it will be classed as a no rep. Athlete needs to make sure that the kettlebell comes above shoulder height for it to be a full rep. For this particular competition, the movement standard on the Russian kettlebell swing is that the arms need to remain fully extended throughout the entire movement. Here's an example of a good rep. For this particular movement standard, we don't want to see a pull and a punch. In the goblet squat, athlete must remain in contact with the kettlebell with two hands. It needs to stay in front of the body above chest height. For the squat, we need to see the hip crease pass below the top of the knee at the bottom of the rep, and for the knees, hips and shoulders to be fully extended at the top of the rep. Here's an example of a no rep where the athlete does not hit depth, hip crease doesn't pass below the top of the knee, and on this rep the athlete doesn't hit full extension at the top. Hip crease below the top of the knee, full extension at the top. In regards to how the athletes hold in the kettlebell, one-handed holds on the shoulder will not be permitted. For the down up, the athlete must start by making sure chest and thighs contact the floor at the bottom of the rep, and at the top of the rep, make sure that knees, hips and shoulders are fully extended, athlete's body is in a straight line before the next rep begins. Chest and thighs fully extended at the top. Any style of the movement is permitted, such as jumping down and jumping up, as well as stepping down and stepping up, as long as those two movement standards have been hit. In this workout, the hang squat clean needs to come from anywhere above the knee. To begin the movement, athlete must stand the bar up to full extension, and then the rep may begin. Rep can be taken from anywhere above the knee, starting with straight arms. Arms fully extended above the knee. In the squat, hip crease must again pass below the top of the knee, and athlete must stand up to full extension to finish the rep. A no rep for this movement would be the athlete failing to hit the required depth where the hip crease does not pass below the top of the knee, and they fail to hit full extension at the top of the movement. Also, when the bar comes back to the hang, athlete must fully extend the arms. If this does not happen, it would be also classed as a no rep. When picking the bar up from the floor, athlete must pause at the hang before the start of the rep. The barbell cannot be lifted in one movement straight from the floor.
Part B of workout number 2 is an ascending ladder of pull-ups and double unders. The pull-ups go up in 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, etc. with a set of 20 double unders between each set of pull-ups. Any athlete can perform any amount of the reps. In the double under, we're looking for the rope to go around the athlete's body twice per jump. In the pull-up, we're looking for the athlete to get full extension at the bottom, and at the top position, his chin is going to break the horizontal plane. You can choose to do strict, kipping, or butterfly. As long as we get full extension of the arms at the bottom and the chin breaks the horizontal plane at the top. Again, with the standards of the pull-up, we're going to allow any kind of grip. We've got overhand or underhand or monkey grip, one hand over, one hand under. A no rep would look like this, where the athlete is not getting full extension of the arms at the bottom. His arms aren't going straight. If he is hitting full extension, but the chin isn't breaking the horizontal plane, that would look like this. Again, that would be a no rep.